Hi, welcome to our 10th session of Survival is Profit series. So for those of you who have been following us, Pen Pages Trinity Group, we have launched this Survival is Profit series since the first MCO back in March 2020. Survival is Profit series is designed to help SMEs through these tough times by sharing what we know as industry experts, and we had partners like Alliance Bank, we have MDEC, Matrade, even platforms like Google, Alibaba, and also industry experts, vertical experts from various B2B to B2C segments, sharing about their experience and some best practices of business. And we're really thankful that we are able to contribute and to give some sort of support to each other during these challenging times. There was this request recently for us to be able to include more experience sharing from business owners or people who actually have real life experience of handling and going through this kind of new climates. So that's why this round we are doing something a little bit different. We're doing a fireside chat. So anyways, for those of you who are tuning in for the first time, this is our 10th session of Survival is Profit series. And I'm the Group CEO of Pen Pages Trinity Group. And I'll be the moderator for today. Our session today, we have three panel speakers, which we will chat about and talk about our experiences based on the topic of today, which is COVID-19 lockdown 1 year later. So after a year of this pandemic and continuously we are still experiencing the effects of it, we are trying to gather as much knowledge and experience sharing to each other so that we can help each other to plan out our journey of our business journeys together. And this pandemic has forced businesses from all sectors, from their business model to their business practices, and has forever changed our experience of being a customer, being a seller, being a company, or being a human, right? And so what have we learned for these past 12 months? So we asked these three business owners, which we took from a mixture of a B2B type of business, which is manufacturing. So we have Carmen Choi, a co-founder of City Coin Cam. Hi, Carmen.
Hello. Hi, Chris.
City Coin Cam is a cleaning products manufacturer. So they cover all sorts of cleaning products, and they manufacture this very experienced and very notable brand in the market. And thank you, Carmen, for joining us today.
Yeah.
And we have also from the retail side, B2C retail business, we have here also Colin Yong, the CEO of Jadi Batik Gallery.
Hi,
Colin.
Hi, please come on.
So Jadi Batik Gallery is a one-stop batik and handicraft center in Kuala Lumpur. It's a retail business. Later, I'll get Colin later on. I'll get you to explain a little bit of your business. Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
And thank you. And our third panel, we have Joshua Liu, the founder and owner of Espresso Lab.
Hi, Chris. Hi.
Hey, thanks for coming on. Yeah. So Joshua, the owner of Espresso Lab, a homegrown integrated coffee company in Malaysia, right? Which is the F&B business. So we have now three different business models, three different businesses. And I want to thank all of you. I know some of you are tuning in from Vietnam, some from Thailand, and some from Cambodia. Thank you for continuously joining this Survival is Profit series. We really hope that we can bring value and impact the market and to help each one of us help each other to go through and to journey our business journey together, right? So thank you everyone for coming on board today, and let's jump straight away in, okay? Because we have a limited time, and I think it'll be best if we can maybe start with a little bit of sharing of our your background, your business, and introduce yourself a little bit to our audiences. Maybe we start with Carmen.
Yeah, can. Hello, my name is Carmen. I'm co-founder for Citycoin Camp. So our company is doing all kind of cleaning products. We supply to coin laundry service like detergent, fabric softener, and also sanitizer. At the same time, we have our own brand Lowas for home care series cleaning products. Also featuring like laundry detergent, fabric softener, floor cleaner, toilet cleaners, dishwashing liquids, and all different kinds. So we have our own R&D teams. As you can see behind me is the our own lab where we do our own formulations for our products.
Pretty
We
cool, huh?
also we also provide OEM service to help other companies to develop their own brands.
Also, you also
Products.
build the products for other companies, then they put their own brands in.
Yes,
OEM.
yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
So
All right.
like we have inquiries for eco-friendly products. Yeah. So all those different kinds of
Very good, very good. Well, thanks, Carmen, for the introduction.
yeah.
How about Colin? Maybe you can, introduce a little bit of your what's Jadi Batik Gallery.
Yes. Hi, everyone. My name is Colin Yong. I'm the CEO of Jadi Batik Gallery. Jadi Batik Gallery is a one-stop batik handicraft center located in Kuala Lumpur. We can be said we are one of the largest in the Kuala Lumpur. We produce and sell everything related to batik. So from skirt, scarf, shirt, even to batik face mask now. So we also conduct a batik tour, also batik classes for visitors to experience batik. So this is one of the attraction in Kuala Lumpur. So most of the tourists, when they come to KL, most likely they will come to my place to learn
Oh my
more
God.
about
Yeah.
Malaysia handicraft.
I think obviously the audience will know that tourists. So how can tourists come now, right? First thing come to their mind would be that. Yeah. Thanks for the introduction, Colin.
Okay.
Joshua, Espresso Lab.
Hi. Yeah, so I own Espresso Lab. By this year, we're a 10-year-old coffee company. We started off in 2011, barista training studio. We were, I think, the first company in Malaysia that offers certifications for barista training, and then we roast our own coffee. Then eventually we got into opening coffee shops, which was not the original intention, because some people came by to us and said, "Hey, I'd like to franchise your brand and open," and they started opening, and then eventually we started franchising and opening a lot of coffee shops. So why we call ourselves integrated is we are actually involved in every area of the supply chain, from sourcing the coffee, from around the world. We roast it. We build cafes for people. We are trading in coffee equipments. We represent some coffee equipment manufacturers here in Malaysia and Singapore. We open coffee shops. We do training, and now because of the COVID, we are into FMCG as well.
Yeah, I think now every businesses have to pivot through and transform, right? I think one of the biggest change now is to continuously change, right? So I think that's the main thing now. Well, I think when the pandemic first began, I think most businesses were just simply unprepared to deal with the pandemic of this scale. Everybody thought what's happening? It just took us by surprise, right? Even though we knew from China it was happening, but we were just not prepared. And businesses were making very hard decisions, like closing stores temporarily, laying off staffs, or pay cuts in the light of this pandemic. And even now, also when we're going back to CMCO, business is not as smooth, right? I'm sure, for Colin, tourist is not back yet, so so how, right? And also, I'm sure also Carmen side as well. When you talk about manufacturing, right? The demand is low, then how, right? You still have to maintain the factory and the staffs and all. It's all these issues that they come to our plate. So maybe I throw in another question to you, right? I think the crowd also will want to know this. How have this past year been? Like what this whole pandemic and the lockdown? How has it affect your business directly, right? Maybe start with Carmen. How has the lockdown and the pandemic affected your business?
Actually, when they announced for the MCO last year, so we thought ours is considered essential. So like laundry detergents, all those is essential. So we are prepared that even though my staff are actually worried that they might get infected for the COVID-19, and also so they was thinking, can we no one to go to work, all those kind. But when they announced coin laundry or other businesses cannot open, so end up we decided to close because our majority business we supplies to different kind of coin laundry service. So when coin laundry service can open, overhead costs will be high. Yeah, so that's why we thought 2 weeks. Okay, we can survive for 2 weeks, so we just close for 2 weeks. So all of us are unpaid for that one, but we never expect that it would be dragged to 2 months. So
2 weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks extended, then another 2 weeks, another 2 weeks. So after that, it's 2 months. So our operation we stopped. The only thing is that we still continue receive inquiries from Alibaba. So this way we still negotiate.
Those are overseas inquiries, right? Overseas or
overseas
local?
inquiries. Yeah,
overseas,
even
right.
though my customers from Brunei, they was asking that they want the stock, but we said we are not opening.
Yeah, I don't know how to send to them. So.
Yeah, we cannot run the operation. So at least, stock still can drag until we reopen that in May. So from there only, we know that we need to have changes on that one. From there, we started to find out, tune out what we can do, expand our products lines, like various type of products.
Like then sanitizer came into play, right? Before this, no sanitizer.
Because we always have the laundry sanitizer and also surface sanitizer. We do not produce for hand sanitizer, but those surface sanitizer, yes, we provide. Like we supply to coin laundry service. The sanitizer, which is those in from dispenser pump during the last rinse. So it sanitize the machine at the same time your clothes. So that one we supply also to like restaurant where they sanitize the surface. Yeah, we didn't charge a high price for that sanitizer because we know it is essential for all business. So we start supplying to them also lah. But it's really a hard time of maintaining all the operation costs and. But
so do you have to like retrench people? Do you have to like cut salaries and stuff?
For operation, we insist of maintaining their pace for operators. Only management levels office cut half of their payment.
Wow. Okay. All right.
Because it's difficult to train operators or the staff. So we want them to feel loyalty to us, and they are our backbones. We don't want to waste time on training a new batch of people.
Understand that. Sounds like we thought like your business B2B, some more manufacturing, your essential is like no problem, right? But
no, you still maintain at high overhead costs. So
it's still greatly affected. How about How about Colin? How about you?
Yeah.
No tourists. Then how?
Yeah, true. So same as Carmen. In the beginning, we thought that it's just a China problem. So Wuhan virus, they call it Wuhan. So we thought, okay, maybe only we don't do Chinese tourists. Then we still got other tourists to deal with. But then we were wrong. I mean, when the border closed, all the international customer cannot come. The tourists cannot come to Malaysia. And then we have the MCO, and we have to shut down our factory and our shop. So there's a big loss to me. So during the time, during the MCO, the shop is not open, the factory is not open. So what we can do is to use the Facebook to connect with our staff. Ask them to do Facebook Live, just draw batik.
Were your staff IT savvy enough, or at least social media savvy enough to do that?
Yeah, very very basic. I can say very basic.
Okay, all right.
Yeah. So it was a very tough time during this year, during last year from until now. Yeah.
Wow. I think.
So what we worry about
greatly affected.
Yes.
Yeah, and sorry, I was interrupting you.
Oh, it's okay. So basically the two things we worry about. We worry about our staff get infected by the virus, and the second is I worry about the cash flow, how to pay to the salary or the rental. This is a very tough year, I can say.
So there's a whole big struggle there last year.
Yes. Yes.
Right. How about Joshua? Your integrated coffee solutions, right? And how did the COVID affected the espresso lab?
Well, the bulk of our revenue comes from obviously retail sales, the coffee shops, right? So maybe I give you an anecdotal evidence. Pre-COVID, most of the people who profess to drink coffee, most of them don't even have the luxury of having breakfast at home, right? They wake up in the morning, they have to rush to work, or they have to bring their kids to school and they go to work, right? And most of the time, people who drink coffee, their first cup of coffee is out of their homes. So we'll be at the warung or the gerai or the coffee shop or the cafe near the office, or they have their first cup of coffee at the office, right?
Yes.
Then maybe their second cup or the third cup will be during lunch or between 3 to 5 o'clock, right? So the bulk of our sales will come from this sort of people who comes to our cafes, and a lot of our cafes are near office buildings.
Right.
Therefore, 99% of coffee coffee sales for us comes from the shops. After 5, people go home, or they go for happy hour, so alcohol sales pick up, coffee sales goes down, right? so we really never it was quite a negligible market to provide coffee products for the home. When COVID happened, like suddenly, a lot of people are working from home. And so that affected a lot of our store sales. And I think I echo what Colin says. You see, in a retail business, be it an F&B or non-F&B retail, the major issues is always the cash flow, the rental and the staff salary. These are the two major cost factor. We were very thankful that the F&B group got together, and then we organized ourselves together as an F&B alliance. So within that alliance,
have an association, or is there just an alliance?
It is an
together.
Well, it started off within just a WhatsApp chat group, which was started by Renyi of My Burger Lab, and I got in, and then the WhatsApp group grew to its limit of 250 people. So we had to transfer it to Telegram. Now we have about 1,300 over.
Wow.
F&B, most of them are F&B business owners who are just looking out for each other, supporting each other. All the ever-changing SOPs, that we have to deal with as an F&B. So we were banding together, and we created an informal alliance. Through that, I contacted the Minister of Finance then, and said, hey, the F&B is in trouble. F&B grouping is in trouble. So we held a virtual meeting with him immediately and said, look, we know the whole country is in trouble, but for F&B and for retail in general, rentals and staff wages, you must help us take care of that. And he listened on the staff wages part. I don't think the government has any local standee to do anything with regards to rentals lah. So that was the issue that faced us by and large. So even though on a personal level, I closed all my shop. I said no point opening. Even though we were allowed to open as an F&B.
99% of them won't be able to sell anything. No point opening, right?
Oh, this is coffee, right? Coffee in a pandemic, coffee, people still need coffee, but they won't go out to take away coffee or whatever. So that will be the last on their mind, I guess. So I decided to keep my staff safe as much as I could, and say let's close all the stores. Right. We like Carmen, we thought it was gonna be 2 weeks or maybe a month or 2 months.
2 weeks.
Yeah, it just went on for months.
I remember that period, right? As a business owner myself, right? We were like so nervous, like I think should be okay. Maybe another 2+2 only. Then when the 2+2 again, it was like okay. Then another +2, then it was like okay, I think it's gonna be forever and ever already. Like so they don't know when it's gonna stop already. Then we panic, and then we started to like, let's do something. I think that was a lot of a very standard situation to all of the business owners, right? And so, Carmen, how do you, since that such an impact to your business, to City Koi Camp, how do you react? Like, what was the first thing that you all pivot to? What was the first thing that you all changed? What do you all do? Product development, or what do you all change? The first thing.
What your we changed the direction. So sourcing for more diversified. So like now we already developed new range of product for car care series. Even though like those car care shops or service, they also cannot open. So, but at least for future, they have their own brand. Even though people want to wash at home, they can buy it from my customer. So long term wise, we are planning for long term kind of things. So which we also develop new product range for different, and we also
Is the new product range more skewed towards consumer market rather than B2B now, or also still to continue to supply to businesses, the B2B?
previously we more towards B2B type. So now it's B2B2C. So my
B2C, right.
yeah, B2B2C. So my we are targeting on those company wanted to develop their own brands. Like they already have a range of products for F&B one. So since they already have the platform, have their own brand, now they want to develop their own products for detergents, eco-friendly types. So we develop a series for them. So at the same time, they are not just only F&B. Then they can have a different range, because they also notice that if they put to retail or they put to online, laundry detergent is always a monthly use requirement. People still need to buy. Just that how you brand the things, because our company advantage is on R&D. We are not that focusing on marketing. So might as well we leverage on my customer. They have their own strong marketing teams.
So let them do the marketing,
Let
you
them
do
do
the
the marketing, then we
R&D,
do the
build
R&D,
the
we do the
products that they
product.
need, right?
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
all right.
So more diversified. Then the another thing is that we also try to expand more towards overseas market.
Overseas market, right. So
Yeah.
that's your survival strategy that time, right? New
Yeah. That's
consumer
why
and then
we almost 20 hours on Alibaba platform replying on
wow.
replying on the inquiries.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That
Because
one I'm
it's
super
different
interested.
from
I
Mumbai.
want to know more. Yeah,
Yeah.
can you share a little bit on the Alibaba journey? I know 10 days 20 we have been helping you in your Alibaba journey, but it would be very good to hear it from your mouth itself, right? Like
Yeah, I
how
love
did
to learn as
Alibaba help
well.
Yeah,
you? Yeah.
our company started in 2015.
Mhm.
Then we joined Alibaba 2018.
Yeah.
So from only like 10 to 20 products, then we put also increased to over 100 products, including current products, then OEM products, OEM labelings. Um, then we put a chatbot on the inquiries. When people send in inquiry, we have a chat reply on how can I help you? Do
Yeah.
you need a catalog? Then can I have your address? So at least I know
Requirements.
this is from which company, from
Yeah.
which countries. Then
Right.
I can check on the shipping fees first. Then from there we'll try to chit chat on more. Do you need samples? Because previously before this pandemic, when we ask them, do you need samples? But samples is free, just that you need to pay for the shipping fees or the courier fees.
Yeah.
People also don't want to pay for that one. But since this COVID-19, even though Europe countries or other places are aware of the e-commerce, so they also wanted to build their own brands.
Mm-hmm.
That's why they asked us, can we have samples? Can you modify or customize from us? So we chat with them, said, yeah, we can do all this kind of customization.
And then they're willing to
And
pay for the shipping fees, right?
they're willing to pay for the shipping fees, even
Right.
though about 100 over USD just for 10 kgs of samples, because all are liquid
Right.
types. So we ask Courier Service to help us to send us.
Sounds
So
like
even
other
though,
businesses also like got desperate, right? That they got no choice
yeah,
but to look beyond their country, look beyond, and
yeah,
then
beyond their
Malaysia
country,
can
no,
be
like,
like one of the better place now, right? And cheaper in Southeast Asia, right? Is that the
mm,
reason?
I mean, because that time is still having the China issue of people don't want China made in China products.
Oh yeah,
So
yeah,
we are taking the small advantages that
yeah.
we
We
are not
leverage
from
on that,
China.
right? Because
Yeah,
we are
leveraging on that
also
one.
near to China, but not in China, kind
not
of.
not in China. So they said the people over there, they want made in China products, so we're taking advantage on that one.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
even though it's a long term of building up the relationship, replying on their on their inquiry on what is the shipping fees, what is the courier fees.
Yeah.
Even though Malaysia have an disadvantage that when it's come to forwarding fees is much higher than China when compared. So even though this is disadvantage, so we are trying on premium products or premium quality kinds of ideas providing to them. If you want OEM, you can do we can do small quantity, 100 pieces or 1,000 pieces of your own brand. You just provide us your design, then we just do others. So China is more towards on higher MOQ. So we are also taking these small advantages on providing lower MOQ. Lor.
Yeah, I think definitely price we won't be in the advantage. Like we've been the partner for Alibaba for almost 11 now 12 years I think, and we see and we notice the data that China is faster. Like reply inquiry everything they are more aggressive.
Yeah, very fast.
Yeah, very fast and real time. For us Malaysian, the average response time is 2 days. You know,
No, I keep
back there.
I keep my response rate previously 100%. Hope that is 100%. Now is within 8 to 10 hours. Having the average time because sleep time cannot reply.
China is like real time. You know, it's like every minute you've been replying, no matter what time you.
Yes. I send inquiry to China one about bottles, all those. They are like when you send inquiry, they are just a few seconds, then they reply you. Ask for pricing, then they can reply me. Ask for shipping fees. Within 5 minutes, they can reply me already. So
super fast.
When from Malaysia, when you ask for shipping fees, shipping costs, it took us 1 day to get the
at least
cost.
1 day lah, at least.
At least 1 day.
yeah. But anyways, Koi Cam, you've been our Alibaba client for I think 10 years. 10 years, right?
Cam, no. We just joined. Now is the third year.
Third year, right.
Yeah.
Third year.
So
3 years in this
renew,
journey. Yeah, this year, these 3 years in this journey, you how many markets you opened already? Like new countries that you opened?
Currently, we have Singapore, Brunei, Thailand, Turkey, inquiries from Italy, Barbados, Mauritius also have, but all these are still discussing.
I see. So on just still warm lead lah, still talking lah, not haven't concluded yet lah. Right. Interesting. I think export is also the way to go. But of course, when the post-lockdown later or post-COVID, I think it will be like everybody is like holding into a microwave and then burst out, right? But it seems like based on what Carmen you have shared and what just now Joshua shared as well, seems like people are now more open to whatever. There's no more limitations, right? Let's say example, there's always this box that we are in. Oh, this is my business. We have always been doing this, and this is the limitation. This is the parameters. And nowadays with the COVID, I think everybody is just trashing out of the parameters already, like crashing out and trying, right? And I think hence also there will be a lot of opportunities, but also there's a lot of competition and a lot of threats as well.
Yeah.
Well, but I'm also quite curious, like for Espresso Lab, will the delivery play be a large role in your business? Like, since will you continue or you wait until the post-COVID and now business, the people are going back to office? Are you going to open full swing all the shops, or are you going to move a little bit more on the, to delivery type of coffee or online? What's the next step going forward?
Joe, so for the benefit of the viewers who probably was following from just now, I was just saying most of our revenue is derived from coming to the stores and buying beverages in itself, right? So what happened was, about a month ago, towards the end of February, right? I was getting quite desperate in the sense that you can see the economy is starting to open up. They're starting to slowly loosen all the MCOs and the CMCOs. And I was like, hey, okay, the vaccines are here in Malaysia. I knew that the moment the vaccines are here, there will be a lot of confidence in the market, rightly or wrongly, okay? But people generally do feel a bit more, okay, now the vaccines are here, the feel-good factor is, and I know there will be revenge spending. Markets are going to jump. But as a company, I gotta survive until when I get to take opportunity of this good thing that is coming up again, right? So on that level, I was a bit desperate, and I said, hey, let me. It was at the spur of the moment I actually put out a Facebook post on my personal Facebook page. So this is for those who have read the viral post but are not sure what has happened, because so I think it was on the 24th of February at 8:30 in the evening. I put out a post on Facebook and said, look, this is on my personal Facebook account, just to appeal to my Facebook network of friends, and say, hey, I need help. For the company, most of them knows that I own Espresso Lab. I say, hey, I need help, but don't give me any donation. I'm not asking for donation. I'm not looking for charity. I have a product. It's called Stick Brew Coffee. It is basically a coffee sachet. Like it's just like a tea bag, right? Instead of tea, it's coffee. So you put it in hot water and I say, I have this product. Please purchase this product and help my company survive this difficult time until the economy picks up again. So this was not a marketing campaign. This was not a donation drive. This was not a social media campaign. So I'm addressing all this now publicly, right? Because and this is not a scam. Obviously, I'm still around. So I'm getting. So the reason why I'm saying all this now is because there has been those kind of people. Hey, is this a scam? So now this was not a marketing campaign. Hence, I did not put it on my company page. Not on my page. It's a personal thing for my network of friends. Say, hey, please help me go through this difficult time, but don't give me money. Don't donate money to me. It's not a charity. Buy my product and help me survive.
Okay.
To date, I think by the third day, I think collectively, and I use the word collectively because it's shared on other platforms as well, I think it had nearly 5,000 shares.
Wow.
That is on 5,000 shares, and that is on Facebook alone. And then a lot of people screenshotted it and put it on WhatsApp, and it was all over the world. I have people contacting us from Australia, from New Zealand, from UK, from US. Obviously, a lot of friends in Singapore, and in the country, I have across the country from Perlis to Johor, and to East Malaysia. They all came and it was such a huge surge, right? To just buy this single SKU. I only have one SKU, which is only one SKU, which is the coffee sachets, and we were new. We are not like Carmen who has so much experience in online marketing and sales and e-commerce. I don't. So because of the surge of orders, we actually encountered a lot of delivery issues. I think Colin was one of the recipients of it. He said, "Hey, the delivery really late." I said, "Yes, I apologize," because our suppliers just couldn't keep up with the demand. All of a sudden, the demand. I anticipated huge demand, but I didn't anticipate it in such a short period of time. Yeah. So looking at this, it does look like we could start to eventually introduce much more products which are shelf steady. I mean, if you make coffee in the cafe, it is to be consumed instantly. Yeah. So I may want to look into more shelf steady products that we can offer for consumers. Especially a lot of people say, "Hey, I need your coffee, but I'm working from home. What can I do?" So we're thinking along these lines, lah. Right?
Yeah, that's great.
Yeah.
I think that really opened up the new segment or a new adventure for you, right? You didn't really the intention of doing any marketing. It's just like, hey, I need help. Can you just buy some? Your own.
Correct.
Friends,
I was
desperate.
I was desperate. I was out of cash. My staff were willing to defer their salary, and it was the end of the month, and I had no more cash to, how am I going to pay rentals? How am I going to pay my staff salary? I mean, they were wonderful, they hang on, they hung on with me, and I had to do something, so this was quite something that was desperate. But then people say, oh, you did a social marketing campaign, you did a social media. I didn't do that. That was not done at all.
Yeah, I think the intention was merely just to crying out for support, right? To your own friends
Correct.
list, right? But then even like
Correct.
viral. I think it's because of the sincerity and the truthfulness. I feel, but
I hope so, because I really was sincere.
no, because you see, in the market, I'm in digital marketing for so many years. We were the yellow pages back then.
Yeah.
Pen pages were hot, and then after the management buyout, Pen pages Trinity was born. We went full swing into digital data, videos, social media, Alibaba partnership, exporting the likes, and every time there's some great clients that we have, and there's big brands, small SMEs, many big,
That's right.
huge variety. But there's always this group of people, no matter what you do, we call the doomsayers, right? They will come and then they will be like, motivating you, keyboard warriors who are,
Yeah, that's right.
you put cold water to all of us, right? In a way. And there's nothing else. When you go and try to understand who they are, and all, they're probably like a fake profile or even a real person, but they are just like that, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
I think as business owners or as companies, right, we just have to move towards and be just be sincere. I know if this is who you are,
That's
who
right.
you are. I don't care who say whatever, right? Because like we have clients who has really great intentions to help their clients, and then
That's
post
right.
up some posts, like let's say some discounts and things like that. And some of the clients really appreciate, wow, very good. But then there will be other people commenting and saying that, hey, this is a marketing move, lah. They are just trying to get this and that, that desperate times. So I think end of the day, stay true to the cause. And I believe that like for you, Joshua, I is what a very good sharing, right? And this is what we call entrepreneurship, you see. And you do not know, it's like 生意, they call in Chinese 生意, which is a 商业, which is always alive. The business always
Yeah,
alive.
that's right.
And desperate time, one simple post to your friend, and it became like viral. I think if you deploy marketing agencies like us, I might not be able to commit the 5,000 shares in such a short period of time for you. I might not even to do it. I have a team of experts, campaign ninjas, and I have data scientists, but I might not be able to pull out what you pull out, you see. But sometimes, what you call that, content is the best content is when it's true and it's sincere. I think that's
right.
best,
Yeah,
right?
I also want to
Right.
take this opportunity to just let the public know I'm very grateful and I'm very thankful for all the support shown. We messed up, in terms of delivery, but there were a lot of things that were beyond our control. But that doesn't take away the fact that we are extremely grateful for all the support shown towards myself and towards the brand there is out there, lah. Yeah.
I think as business owners or founders or business leaders, we just continue what we do. I like to share this since it's in this topic. We recently we got the team to get we got this motivational clip from YouTube, which is Simon Sinek. I think some of you have heard Simon Sinek, and he talked about infinite mindset. Running a business with infinite mindset, like there's no finite goals. It's just continuously moving towards betterment, improvement. And I think business owners like us is always keep trying, right? And always keep moving forward and be true to our people, take care of people. Where it's not like I think Joshua, when you said your team willing to take deferment and stand by you and all. During this kind of crisis time, is where we really see the unity in the real good staffs that we have, right? And the team.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
It's really important. I think many of us here also, we really appreciate all our team who has supported us throughout the times, right? But as business owner, we have other worries beyond them that they can think about, right? Like just now, I think Kamal or Colin, you were saying that you want to protect your team from not getting the virus, but then in a way you also afraid of the cash flow.
Yeah.
Then right, you have to balance that. I think business owners, we all struggle with that on a daily basis. Well, anyways, Colin, how about you? Right, as we navigate this next new normal, right? And your business sounds like it's not like a gradual down. It's like a straight away zero.
Free fall. It's a free fall.
Was your free fall, right? It's the main client was a tourist. right? I think that was like 99% or 99.9% of the business.
80%. Actually, it's 80%.
80%. Okay, 80%.
So I lost
80%.
80%.
So then what changed and what do you do to pivot?
Yeah. So first of all, we have to accept the reality. We have to accept that, the tourists will not come back so soon. So we need to change. So there are two things we have to change. First is to reduce the cost. So obviously, I have to talk to my staff, have to dismiss the part-timer, the contractor, right, security guard or cleaning worker. So my permanent staff will have to do all kinds of things. So multitasker. So they have to, even my manager have to set the floor, clean the toilet as well.
Wow.
So this is kind of a change, and there is a teamwork there to go through this this tough time. So this is reducing the cost. Then second is we have to find a new market to replace the tourist market.
Yep.
So I quickly set up the e-commerce website. I have a website, but I don't have an e-commerce website. So I took the 5,000 digitization grant, 5,000 ringgit to set up the
MDEC grant, huh?
Yeah, that's right. To sell it. And then I also develop products that is relevant in this situation. Let's say face mask, because at that time disposable face mask is difficult to get and very expensive, and also bad to the environment. So I use the batik to make the batik face mask, which have the same protection, and also can reduce the environment. Reduce the wastage to the environment.
Yep.
Then people also stay at home, nothing to do. So I also developed the DIY batik coloring set, so they can buy.
You can teach the kids, right? The kids also can learn and stuff like that.
Yes. So this kind of so I have to forget about the tourist market. I have to develop the online market, especially the local market. I need to change, and also at the same time I use because of the online presence, I also can reach to the overseas market. Let's say because my Facebook also got some customer customer from overseas. Yeah. So they from the online they managed to order from me. Although the result is still cannot compare with the real tourists, but I think I'm getting the right direction.
Yeah.
So and then for the local,
you're seeing improvement, and you're seeing results, a little bit of result, but still nowhere compared to your last time, last time revenue, right? Okay.
Yes. So and because of the local market, I also get help to get a fashion designer to change the batik to be more daily wear, so more adaptable to local market. Yep. So these are one kind of things we are doing now.
Yeah, I think just for the crowd's benefit and the audience there, Jadi Batik is also one of our clients, Trinity 42 client. They engage us for digital brand playbook, for framework planning service to plan like the entire marketing journey and all digital journey. So we provided like guidelines and action plans. I think one of the interesting suggestion and advice that came from our team was to diversify your products, right? Get like fashion designers, and then because at the time I think Jadi Batik was like a very heritage brand, 40 years, right? More than 40 years brand.
Yes.
And the cutting and all is skewed towards the kind of traditional batik level. And then I think because of this pandemic, and Colin is very visionary. I think you're one of the few CEOs who like strongly want to go full digital. Yeah, I think you yourself also went and learn how to go and buy ads and run ads yourself, right? You can actually run Facebook campaign and Google ads yourself, right? I think you're one of the few who turun padang and learn it. And how did since you're talking about the playbook, how did the playbook help you in the progress of your digital marketing? I know it's still like a teething stage and very infant stage now, but how did that help you?
Yeah, before the brand playbook, I just all try and error by myself. So the result is not that effective. So I spend a lot of time, money in the Facebook ads, Google ads, but the result is not that good. So we get the help from Trinity. And also I want to get the help from Trinity, but Trinity say, oh, I don't know your direction, or like what kind of market you want go to target. You just simply stand up.
Batik, you know, like we are like, huh? Batik, who's the target audience?
Yeah.
I don't buy Batik at that time. Right?
So Christopher advised me to get a brand playbook. I think it's a wise decision for me to engage them to develop the brand playbook so that it's aligned my direction, the company direction, like which market to go and what kind of like digital content. Right? Yes. So I think so that my whole team will know which direction to go, and so that my campaign, the Facebook campaign, marketing campaign will get better result.
Yeah, if you visit the Jadi Batik, you will see very exciting products. You know, I saw like some new dresses and all, which is really really cool, right?
Thank you.
I think your fashion design is quite awesome. I don't know how they do it. The Batik looks so modern now. I think your new range that you're coming up with.
Yes,
yes. But that's the gist of it, and that's the fun thing about business, right? As entrepreneurs, that you can explore new things. But without the pandemic, we might not be forced to think, right? We might not be forced to come out of our perimeters and our safe zone, right? And I think the sky is the limit, and the limit is the sky. But now people will think that don't put the sky as the limit anymore. Like there's no limit, infinite mindset, like never-ending betterment. That will be even greater. Anyways, so as a business owner, right? Maybe I throw this to Carmen. As a business owner, what have you learned from this pandemic that you want to share? Like, if another business owner asks you, Carmen, through your experience, what do you advise me? What is the one thing that you learn from the pandemic and you want to advise another business owner or another management of a company?
How do I say it? Don't always stay in the comfort zone.
Always think
out of the box and diversify.
Diversify. All right.
Yeah, diversify.
Okay. So constant improvement, constant finding new things like that, going out.
Yeah.
Don't stay in the comfort zone. All right. Okay. How about you, Joshua? If there's one advice that you want to give.
I found out that from this viral post and all the things that came in, it was more of a realization than actually telling people what to do. That build genuine relationships.
Yeah.
Because I believe this was genuine relationships that has been built over the years that contributed to the brand equity. Which in our time of need and help, when we open our mouth and genuine relationships are the ones that came by and said, hey, we're here to help you, and we're here to contribute in whatever way we can. So as a brand and as a business owner, just build genuine relationships with all stakeholders, be it your customers, your suppliers, your team, and everyone else, private sector, NGOs, the government, all the whole works, right? And obviously this is a pandemic that you can't blame anyone, right? Yeah. So there is always that element where, hey, God, we rely on you. Please help.
Yeah, I think it's a very sound advice, Joshua. Like digital marketing, I always say that the platforms or the strategies or the content marketing or your videos or your whatever that you put out, right? Is the most important is your whole business. Is it really sincere? Is it really solving a problem for people? You can only sugarcoat it as much, right? And end of the day, the truth is the truth. And you can take years to build a strong brand, and then a few days people see the real you, and then the whole thing will crumble already, right? So I think being truthful to who we are as a company itself is important. I think that's a very sound advice also. How about Colin? One advice to other business owners, what would you give? Through all your experience.
One advice I can say is strong branding. So last time I'm not that don't take the branding important. So but with this pandemic, I feel if I have a strong brand, I should have more followers, and my sales, they will come back to help,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
I can reach them more easily. So I think a strong brand is I mean, we have to take care of the brand equity. Yes.
Yeah. I think it's very important that even after we pass, the brand stays on. You see, right? The brand is very, very important. That's a very good advice. Anyways, I think there's a quite a number of comments or questions that is posted from the crowd. I think some from Facebook, some from YouTube. Shall we take some the panel here? I'll just pick some of the questions and see whether we can support the audience. Let's see. There's one from Wade L. Wade Wade L. Can you pull out the question up, please? All right. It says, can I know how do you find overseas clients or customer base in this pandemic? Do you cold email them? Maybe, Carmen, you want to take this? Since you were sharing about your experience using Alibaba platform and getting leads and opening new markets, how do you find overseas clients? Do you cold email them? Do you let's say example from Alibaba, there's a lead or there's no leads, you just random email people? Do you do that?
We have two approaches. So one of it is by the RFQ, and no matter it's RFQ or customers send in inquiry, I will ask for their handphone number.
So you go
so
direct
at
from
least,
Mobile.
yeah, because some they like texting, whether it's WhatsApp text, Line. So because of Alibaba platform, so I already download Line, hangs on, WeChat,
WeChat, yeah.
yeah, WhatsApp. Then also no, what sort of texting apps also we download, because different countries they use different
Yeah.
types of communication. Like in Myanmar, they're more towards lines.
Yeah.
So Thailand is lines and Myanmar is hangout, if not mistaken. So
Yeah.
different way. Yeah, if you send by WhatsApp, they after 2 days then only they can see. So by email,
You see,
some
you
will
see
prefer.
mine. I have
Same,
from Vietnam.
exactly.
Vietnam got Zalo. Then after that, the rest WeChat. Then some Telegram now. Then
Yeah.
even Skype and Discord. Oh, then I got so
Yeah,
many.
Europe country is Skype also. So
Yeah.
some people prefer email because if their staff, they need to reply to their boss or manager, so they still prefer email. So while texting them, I also reply by email. So build up by chatting more towards friend. So at least after 1 year, they will still come back to you, ask for inquiry. I have few inquiries actually. After 1 year, they came back to us and said, okay, can I ask for the sample again?
So
So
means
actually,
1 year ago they didn't do business with you. 1 year
no.
later they come back and text you.
Yes, 1 year later they come back and text me. Yeah,
So the
so
first time they never bought from you lah. They after 1 year only they buy from you.
after 1 year, then they're willing to pay for the shipping fees, for the courier fee, for the samples.
Wow.
Yeah. So yes, so it's a long term kind of things. And
So
also another thing is that
have to be patient, right?
yeah, and also always remember, even though web store, website, marketplace, remember to put the contact numbers or WeChat
Right. Okay.
QR code, so at least
Yeah.
people get a way to contact you.
Yeah. People, because people are more what you call that? They want fast lah, right?
Yeah.
Impatient a little bit, so they want if they email, then wait for you to respond, or using the chat or what, it will take some time. Straight away they can call you or can text you, right?
If direct call email them, sometimes doesn't work, because I tried email many times, but they don't reply. They will take it as a spam mail. So, but if chat, then they are more comfortable on chatting.
I see. All right. Well, I hope Wade, we answer your question. But if you really want to know more how to target overseas client, we have a global trade team, which is handle one of the products is one of the platform is Alibaba, which help Carmen to journey her export journey. I think Colin, you also to Alibaba, right? You also
yes.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think Alibaba is very more for export lah. So if you want overseas or cross border kind of clients, Alibaba is very cost effective lah. right?
Yes.
But I always believe in omni-channel or more integrated marketing, whereby, let's say, example like Carmen or Colin, you use Alibaba because that's like 240 countries, one platform, 240 countries. Of course, there's pros and cons. A lot of Chinese business company is there first because Alibaba is from China. Then we have the Malaysian, we have other countries, so many 240 countries. So you compete worldwide. However, the crowd also worldwide. But let's say, example, if you find opportunities, let's say Vietnam, or let's say you find opportunities in Turkey, then you could use other methods like maybe Google, Facebook, depending on the country, right? What works for them. Then you retarget and then you emphasize on all your digital assets to them. But Alibaba is like a first stepping stone to explore the world. So that would be good. So Wade, I hope we help you in your journey. Let's take others. There's Celeste L. Celeste L says, going online is no longer an option but a necessity for business. Perhaps can advise. Means advise whether it's true statement or not. I think so, right? I think yes. To me, because in digital marketing, definitely a big yes. It's no longer an option but necessity. Why? I give you an example. 2012 onwards, we always do 10 pages. 10 pages. We always do this digital SME day. We have 1,000, 2,000, 3,000 of SMEs come to a big hall, and then we have people like Martrade, MDEC, like time was Lazada, then My Taxi. The time now is Grab. So many of these digital players. Then we were trying to evangelize, or trying to share the importance of digital, right, marketing to the SMEs. Most people back then is, oh, okay, good to have. Let's explore. Some, who are more aggressive, then they go into it. Some who are not, then put in the back burner and wait. 2019 year end, then 2020 lockdown, the inquiries flooded in. We have, Carmen, you said the client 1 year later only closed, right? Mine is 8 years. 2012 that time, joined one of our digital SME day. Now, don't know where they found the name card. Right? Then called us and then said, hey, you all can help us go digital. Because now forced to go digital. Right? So I think it's a little bit, what you call that? Yes, I believe it's no longer an option, it's a necessity. I don't know, that's my take. Carmen, Colin, or maybe Joshua, you have any other opinion? Or
Colin? Yeah, it's a basic. I think it's a basic already. I mean, I can't afford not have a website. I mean, at least you have a website, and then the social media, Facebook, the kind of thing to connect with the audience, to the potential customer.
Like what Joshua said, to have the channel to be able to build good relationships, sincere relationship with others, right? And digital could be the tool, right?
Yeah.
All right. There's another question here from Ms. Wong Sok Cheng. As the economy starts to reopen, what are the key changes retailers will need to make to succeed? Okay, this one, I think Joshua, you touched a little bit on that just now, right? When you had the insights and to survive until the vaccines and all, and the market confidence came back. Maybe Joshua, you want to take this?
Yeah. Well, as a retailer, online, I mean brick and mortar retailer, clearly we don't need, and I don't need to say or expand any further on how crucial it is to go online and to go digital and stuff like that. But I guess one of the key changes is we truly need to relook at our costs, our overheads and costs and expenses. As a retailer, you see a lot of retail business in Malaysia is very tied to the shopping malls. I think that Malaysia is probably one of the places where people go for leisure in a shopping mall, right?
Yeah.
And so a mall place. So especially for F&B, I think we have to relook at mall hours, mall operating hours. We have to relook at, like you said, omni-channel. The brick and mortar presence is still very important, but we have to relook at our all the overhead costs and trim unnecessary fat. Again, I guess the pandemic has shown us that face-to-face interaction has changed all around the world, right? So yeah, I see these structural changes. I mean, these are stuff that you don't change only during a pandemic.
Yeah.
You if you have and you were to pay attention, on hindsight, everyone is an expert. but going into it, I feel it is still the numbers. We still have to look at any business for that matter, not just retailers, but especially so for retailers, because the high chunk of our costs is tied to rentals. So I believe we have to be creative with our rentals now.
That's a great advice. And just to continue this, because there's another question from this Su Wei who is touching this. It's specific to you, Joshua. Hi, Joshua. Possible to share during cash flow shortage, do you find any licensed finance advisor to restructure?
No, we did not go to any along. That's a question. But we went everywhere. We reached out to everyone, and whatever makes sense, whatever that makes sense. You see, it is always cash flow, right? Free they call it FCF, free cash flow. It's not even cash flow. It is not even cash. It's free cash flow. That is crucial, right? So yes, we went through everything. Every financial institution, traditional and non-traditional, any way that help us get a better cash flow, we short of going through the illegal means lah.
No alongs, no alongs. All right.
No alongs.
Okay. There's another question here. Su Cheng Tin. How do we accelerate company digital transformation? Accelerate. I believe, to me, I think this question has been posted, quite a number of similar questions like this posted in all the other Survivor is Profit series. And I also advise the same thing, which is it has to be a top-down, everybody buy-in from the founder level to the junior executive. Everybody must have the mindset of going to transform and being open to transform. If not, it's very hard for a company to accelerate this transformation. This has to be buy-in from everybody, right? Usually there will be, people who are so used to the old ways of doing things that they're like, this one cannot, that one cannot, because they are not used to it. So it needs to be bought in, and everybody say, yes, we want to transform. And then you get experts, if you want to, Fan-based Trinity can help you, right? But if not, then you can, there's many good advice on everywhere. You can go to YouTube and find there's so many gurus out there to give you tips as well. But it has to be buy-in and executed together as a whole team, top down. That's my advice to you, Su Sheng Tin. Okay, next another one. Johnson Chin says, what training initiatives should be in place to ensure business continuity? Anyone want to take this? What training initiative should be in place to ensure business continuity? Joshua?
You see, I feel the term business continuity is a very nice word for business survival.
Yes.
As long as when you survive, you get to continue, right?
Yeah.
To me, okay. If you let me have a structured training initiative, is probably the technical trainings, for understanding the technical aspects of the product, the market, the numbers and stuff like that. But to me, I feel a lot of stuff is more caught than taught, right? So in other words, I run a very lean organization. Therefore, I always share with my team the perils of being an entrepreneur, so that they get to think like one. They get to understand the performance of the business is a collective effort. So to me, I share my heart. I try to impart to them the difficulties I face and the decisions, the process of decision making that I do, and therefore they catch the the thinking process of a business owner, and individually each of them becomes like a mini business owner, and they come back to me and they say, hey, I think we better cut off this product. It's a lot of waste, we shouldn't put on this product. Let's do this, or let's do the promotion from 3 to 5 o'clock, because that's where most people come down for a smoke and they want their coffee, for example, stuff like. So they start to think that the survival, or how well the business, the performance of the business, very much is very much tied to the factor of them thinking like a business owner.
Right,
so I guess a lot of stuff is more caught than taught,
Yeah, I do agree, Joshua, that every single person needs to take the company as their own as well. And then, that everybody have a different perspective, because sometimes we are founders or we are the top management. And when we look at things, we look at certain angle, but we also need the entire team to be able to share their views and different viewpoints and different angles. And that's how we can, move as a team to like survive, the business continuity, they call it, right?
That's
I hope
right. Sense of ownership. Sense of ownership.
Sense of ownership, yes, you're right. Yes, sense of ownership. Let's take a few more before we, I think it's almost more than an hour already. Let's take New Bear Kumo. From a digital marketing point of view, what are some of the moves small businesses can make in times of crisis? I think, like I said before, like just now, what Joshua and Colin shared as well, and Carmen, I think being sincere and content marketing. If you are running a very lean and small budget, then content marketing is always good, because it doesn't take much money to build content. It's you just have to be creative. You have to continue to put in what you do, what the values, how you want to help, and then when you can leverage on your own network and your followers and reach out to the rest, it's like like Joshua, right? You reach out to your own friends, your own Facebook.
Yeah, that's right.
And that suddenly catapult to another level, which is beyond the marketing strategy. It's like beyond your friends zone. So I think for small businesses, it's like this. You just be truthful to what you do, and then find the values. Take care of your own clients, which is your existing clients. Don't keep on looking at the new clients first. Take care of your existing clients first, right? And that can translate to good testimony. That can translate to a good model of business, whereby you really give solution to people. Then business will grow. That's the old school way. Before all the marketing expert came into play, right? The old way was just do well to serve your client. Your client will introduce more clients, right?
That's right.
I think
that's right.
The digital marketing in the digital world now is just that now there's more channels, more communication tools, and it's faster, right? Word spreads faster. Good word spreads faster. Bad word also spread very fast. Right. So I think it's about that. I hope we answer your question, New Bear Kumo. Let's take the last question, okay? This is from, I think it's not a real name, Dummy. May I know what training that Jadi Batik or Espresso Lab provide to your staff to get better on selling and serving customer during pandemic? I believe everyone's stressed during pandemic. As business owner, how we comfort them. I think there's two parts of the question, right? Like how.
I think Colin can take this, since I've answered the question about training. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, Colin.
Okay. Okay. Before pandemic, more of my sales staff are doing face-to-face selling, so they need to. So there's a face-to-face, real got touch base. So like during this pandemic, so it's a big change. So they have to do Facebook Live. Facebook Live is a very painful process. I mean, you talk to the phone, like you talk to yourself. You keep on. So I mean, if you have budget, you can get some trainer to train your staff. If not, you just do it yourself and just try and error. Like me, in the beginning, I asked my staff to do the scan, the shine. So I said, okay, let me do. So as a leader, I have to do it and show them it's not that talk. Yeah, go the talk. So just be sincere. Like you talk to your friends like that. So at that time, so like that you have show example, and then the staff will just continue to that. They say, oh, the boss do already. Why I don't do? So they just
Yeah.
right.
Like Joshua said, like caught, and it's more caught than taught, lah, right?
yes.
They caught it.
Yeah.
Well, okay. I think there's several more questions, but they are running out of time already. I think we will take these questions, our consultants, or we will come back to you, or probably we will get the panels to answer your, and then we will just PM your accordingly. But I would like to take this opportunity to thank first the audience, right, for tuning in the Survival is Profit series. Stay tuned for the next series. I think the next one we will be looking into more of like cyber securities and all. We're not sure yet, but we'll be announcing in our social media pages. So follow any one of our social pages, Trinity42 or Pen Pages Trinity or Alibaba Channel Partner Manager, Channel Partner, or Pen Pages Vietnam, or all these, and any channels we publish there. And just to also want to thank all the panel here. Carmen, lovely for your sharing. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Colin as well. Thank you for your sharing. And Joshua, really interesting to know.
Thank you.
Yeah, your journey as well, and also the team who has made this happen. And of course, we have witnessed a lot of transformation. We have also many of our clients also transformed digitally, and like from real estate to beauty to furniture industry, or those who are actively engaging their clients through social media, or even some e-commerce like Colin, like e-commerce, right? So we want to be able to help you guys. So there will be this worksheet that we'll be posting here in the chat site. If you're interested to get some help to plan out your marketing, or even you have any questions for the panel or us, or how to structure your business and all, just fill in this worksheet, and then we will assign the consultant accordingly to you, or we ourselves, if it's directed to us, we will support you as well, no problem. And of course, this year, the use of digital technology is definitely here to stay, and this market has been accelerated. The speed of moving is so fast now, and customer experience now is so high demand, right? Everybody is like very high demand and high expectation. So I think it's important that all of us stay true to what we do, and of course can leverage and also support each other. Kita support kita, right? I think it's easier. I really love what Joshua has shared, that you all just suddenly created a WhatsApp group, and then you all just supported each other.
Yeah, that's right.
I think that these are the initiatives that makes us human, and show to us that as humans, right? No pandemic can defeat us. We will always stick together and try to strive beyond it, right? So I think it's important. So for Pen Pages Trinity Group, we are also wanting to help any of you here in the crowd. So just fill in the worksheet, and we will try our best to support you. Okay. And yeah, thank you so much again. Thanks, Carmen, Colin, Joshua. Right. And stay tuned to our next Survival is Profit series. So, with this, goodbye, guys.
Pleasure.
Bye.